Bueno. Ya estamos. Grande Júpiter. Muchas gracias por los 3 mesazos. Mil gracias. Mil gracias. Hoy directo de putísimo relax. Vamos a ver cositas de Battlefield 6 para empezar a babear ya para mañana, finalmente. Así que, all right. ¿Cómo estamos, gente? ¿Qué se cuenta la people? ¿Qué se cuenta la peopleiza? Hoy empezamos con reggae. Bueno, hay alguna por ahí, alguna canción de reggae por ahí en la lista. ¿Cómo va eso? Que me da fallos el wifi, aquí sigo de momento. Ahí va. Cosa más rara, ¿no, tío? Eh, se vio. Sí. Ahí sale, ahí va por ahí arriba. Para ahí arriba sale. Lo único que no estaba todavía yo aquí de cuerpo presente, pero sí. ¿Qué toca hoy? Hoy toca ponerse el babero y empezar a babear, porque encima hay mogollón de gameplay nuevo de creadores de Battlefield que lo han probado. El juego final, creo. Y. Rojete. Y. Y nada, a ver gameplay. Espero que no me metan. Hoy toca relax, sí. Vamos a ver gameplay de Battlefield 6 para poner los dientes largos para mañana. Hay que ponerse el baberito para la caída de babas severa. Y vamos a ver un poquito de gameplay y tal y cual. Comentarla un poquito. Tranquilamente. Que mañana se viene intensidad. Sí, mañana además, mañana curro a la noche, pero estaré hasta lo más tarde posible en directo. Imagino que estaré directo, cortaré, cenar y pirar a curro. No, ni descansaré mañana. Pero mañana hay que pegar una buena viciada. Por la tarde, a las 5 sale. Buah. Oh. Joder, llevaba un puto mes, tío, acabándome un bote de Z-Drinks que no me molaba mucho. Y ayer me llegaron otra vez los sabores que sí me gustan. Madre santa, qué rico. Sabor piruleta. Holy shit. Buah, me podía beber de un trago esto. 10% de descuento con mi código. Joder, qué difícil es señalar. Qué difícil es señalar. Así que... Estoy viendo que en Talavera de la Reina están robando sillas de las terrazas. ¿Qué dices? A ver. Pim. Vale, pues vamos a ver gameplaycito de Jackfrax. ¿Cuánto? 23 minutitos. Pues vamos a verlo. Para la musiquita. Vamos a ponerle el volumen.
Welcome back to Battlefield 6. Today we're going to be checking out
alto, ¿no?
3 new maps that we haven't really seen or played before. A big thanks to EA for sponsoring this one and giving me early access. Link is below if you want to check out the game for yourself.
4K, alright, se debería de ver bien.
Bridge. And if we open the map up here, we can take a look. So we've got 5 capture points in Conquest. Nice little layout there. obviously set in the Dumbo area of New York.
Va a ponerse al
Dumbo is an
principio.
acronym for Down Under. Welcome back.
Y va a poner, a ver si se le pueden poner a estos subtítulos. Bueno, los dejo en inglés y ya está, ¿no?
Welcome back to
Uy,
Battlefield.
espérate. Se me ha puesto ahí las estadísticas. ¿Cómo se quitaba eso? Vale.
Today we're going to be checking out 3 new maps that we haven't really seen or played before. A big thanks to EA for sponsoring this one and giving me early access. Link is below if you want to check out the game for yourself. So this map here is called Manhattan Bridge, and if we open the map up here we can take a look. So we've got 5 capture points in Conquest. Nice little layout there, obviously set in the Dumbo area of New York. Dumbo is an acronym for Down Under Manhattan Bridge Overpass, and as you can see we are already under the bridge here. I'll be interested to know as well, if you're a local or if you know this area well, how accurate is this? Have they done a good job with this? So this is an all-out warfare map.
Qué guapo, tío.
And helicopters.
Qué putos gráficos, tío.
Law, so that's the default launcher now.
Pero Black Ops 7 es mejor.
Oh, I like this street fighting here. Bit of heat. Yeah, I don't have everything unlocked this time like the last capture event. I think this is the...
Agustito, ¿no? Aquí viendo vídeos. Joder, esto es vida, ¿eh?
But I will show you some
Los streamers de éxito viven muy bien, ¿eh? Todo el día reaccionando a mierda. No hacen nada, tío.
It does kind of feel like they've changed the weapon recall a bit. What are you firing at? Oh, there's an attack helicopter. Not much cover here. I'll throw some pizzas down in the road. Explosive pizzas. There's a tank coming.
Que hasta las minas, tío, tienen salpicaduras de sangre, tío. Y mira el arma, es sucia. Sucia.
Oh, he was nearly on it. Come on. Get some cover. Oh, God. Push forward. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, explosive pizza. I mean, New York is kind of known for pizza, right? Wait. Okay, you can go on the roof. There's a rappel. Look at this, looks amazing. Okay, let's go up. Whoa. Oh, there's a capture point up here. Have a look at the view.
Se oye bien, ¿no, chavales?
Beautiful. Yeah. The B objective is actually on the roof. Where's Spider-Man? Can almost see him swinging away. Dumbo. D-U-M-B-O. Hopefully there's no flying elephants here. Cover that tank. Oh, he's a goner. He's cooking. Tops off. Watch out. Yeah, that can land on people too, which is cool. Kind of want to go down there. That friendly helicopter? Yeah. Like Sea Shanghai vibes, isn't it, in that thing? I've got an idea.
Qué guapo, tío. Por Dios. Qué putas ganas de que llegue mañana. Me cago en todo, tío.
This is dumb now, sorry. That's really stupid. The lighting is completely different here. It's got dark. There's no light because of the bridge, I think. Dumbo. Oh, they've got cocktails here. Chilled sunset, $7. Milky critter, low 7. Ooh, I'd love to know how they come up with these names. Do they just have a coffee and sit around a table and just make them all up? Can I do it? Yes. Okay, I'm happy to report the sledgehammer is still as mighty as Thor's hammer. Okay, can't do that. I did say there's going to be a day 1 patch though, so I wonder if they'll tweak some of these values. But you can destroy mostly everything in these stores and buildings. It's really cool. This capture point here, A, really open. You want some pieces? Come on, I know you want the pieces. Maybe I can sledgehammer him to death. See, it does do a bit of damage. Okay. Oh, dude, I think I killed myself there. Luckily, Nick is here to revive me. Thanks, Nick. Domino's Pizza. Anyone order a pepperoni? Did you guys order pepperoni? No? Okay. Who ordered this goddamn pepperoni pizza? Was it you? Did you order it? Double pepperoni passion? No, it wasn't him. You, it was you. You ordered it, didn't you? It was you. I know you want this. Okay, that wasn't the guy. Look at this here, the C objective. Nice enclosed area. Beautiful art on the walls. Okay, this might be a capture point in breakthrough as well.
Joder, qué guapo, tío.
Absolute grinder, I imagine, that bit. I'm definitely feeling a bit more like recoil and spread on the gun, maybe. Could be just the attachments.
Sí, no lleva ni un attachment.
M4 unlocked, that was. Yeah, I don't have any attachments on the gun right now. Or just whatever the default is, so might be that. We'll see. I'm sure you'll be able to min-max all the guns with the attachments. I do enjoy fighting in these streets, though. Can I take out this here? Yeah. Bit of an apple core there. What about here? Yes. Like a giant gaping hole in the wall. Oh, that took 3. Bit stronger, that one. The defang's got a bit of elevation. Kind of a construction site. Wait, can I make a hole there? I guess I could have killed him. Where's he gone? Yeah, I like that you could just shoot through that. Oh, they've come up. Platosaur. No, you're there. He dropped. Pretty fun fighting here too. All the things you can do with the destruction there. I've got that too. MPX. Oh! Yeah, I think this is the default gun for the engineer class, and then next is MP5. Next to unlock. Plenty of flanking routes. And we nearly got the victory. Yeah, it'll be fun if you can... What the hell? If you can dominate the sky. I was on the toe. I was so lucky with that rocket. I've only seen one helicopter though. Ooh. Yeah, maybe you only get the helicopter if you capture a certain point or something. There it is, that's the victory.
Vale, pues es el mapa del Brooklyn Bridge.
Quien bien te quiere, te baja el precio.
Now this is the end screen here. So we've got the M4. Got some XP, rank 3. Unlock the Spire, is that the Stinger? Got the EMR. Accolades, daily challenges, I think came up there as well. Next reward. Okay, we've got some attachments there too. There's so much I'm gonna have to cover in this game. Yeah, before we go to Sobeck City, I want to show you this. Look, it's the new anti-vehicle grenade for the engineer. Look at that, it's got a little parachute on it. You throw it, parachute deploys, and it comes down. So I think the idea, you throw it up and then it lands on top of a vehicle.
Como me gustaba de pequeño, desde la casa de mis padres, desde arriba, pillar muñecos, ponerles paracaídas y tirarlos para abajo, tío. Me flipaba.
Bit of a long amount of this one. 5 capture points. Oh, we've got a helicopter battle here.
Los G.I. Joes.
Battlefront. FR versus... Who is that? Devil Dog Gamer, I think. Oh, he's got him. He hit him. Battlefront.
Este es el de New Sobe que ha dicho, ¿no?
Helicopter's gone. See ya. Completely different. Ow. Completely different lighting on this map. That reminds me of Mirror's Edge. A bit of BF4 maybe. It's like the... I think I've said this before. It feels like the end scene of Tenet, if you've seen that movie, Christopher Nolan movie. All Out Warfare. So we got helicopters right on cue, tanks, IFVs. I don't think we have jets on this though. Helicopters raining down the pane. I can reach him with a ladder now. It's not big enough for that. Bit of Gulf of Oman vibes here too, maybe. Feels a little bit like that.
Enemy vehicle sighted. Take it out.
Whee! Lots of explosions. More explosions. Apparently everything on this map just explodes. Yep. That helicopter was a paid actor there. Just as I looked up. I heard explosions and knew it was its time to go. And I hit that. Now he's behind the building. Another helicopter! What is going on? Is this just... Is this scripted? I don't think it is. I think it's all real.
Aquí yo creo que estará jugando contra bots porque estos no son servidores.
I got me out of the building again.
No estarán abiertos. Y si estuvieran abiertos no haría nadie.
At least the helicopters have got cover on this map, which is kind of cool. It'll be fun to fly them, I think. Can I check out this tank? I mean, he's not realized.
No, son todos nombres de bots.
Okay, he has now.
Igual hay algún dev por ahí,
Come
pero...
on. Oh. Wait, did I get him? I think I did. I'm dead though. Okay, I like that you can get rezzed out of vehicles like this. And look, you can just press Q to say thank you.
Y eso está bien, la verdad. En otros Battlefields, cuando te mataban dentro de un vehículo por explosión, no te podían resear. Aquí sí. Igual depende también de qué vehículo o cómo te hayan petado el tanque.
Man, I wish I had my RPG. Jesus. Yeah, I prefer if the RPG was the default launcher, I think. The engineer, but I'm sure it won't take much to get that unlocked. Alright, mate. This middle point is action-packed, man. Another helicopter battle? It's all going up on this map. I mean, this isn't even a full server either, because there's a lot of bots on.
Yeah, justo lo que he dicho.
I don't have access to this at the moment, so... Yeah, in a bit... Bro. Okay, I don't have a second to think. I don't know what to say. Okay, right. It's just... That is madness. Can I just take a second to breathe? Please. Wow. I'm getting more unlocks here. It's good. Little flank on the side.
Qué bien hecho está este Battlefield, tío.
Bit of pizza down.
Qué falta hacía, tío. Por el amor de Dios.
Yeah, you can't stack them anymore. Ooh, oh, there's another tank. And a jeep.
¿Te has dado cuenta de que tras la oferta de BBVA, el valor de tus acciones de Banco Sabadell ha llegado a su máximo de la última?
It's full of bots. Yeah, I'm trying to just like show you guys the whole map really. The objective. Plenty of rooms to dart in and out of there. Maybe they made that the default launcher because it's like easy to use. It locks on. This works though. He's gone. Why did it... Wait, it just said I got... Look at the kill feed. It said I got
Está bugueado
a
ese.
triple kill with a helicopter.
En la feed sale helicóptero y era un tanque.
Did the top of the tank blow up and hit a helicopter or something? I'm surrounded right now. Yeah, I do like the vibes on this map. Very good. Oh, dead. Get some. Who's IFA? Yeah, I don't know if there's a levolution on this map either. You know, like we had the crane on Mirak Valley. I'm sure we'll discover stuff like that as we play. But the AI seem to take the helicopters too a lot. We're spinning. Did they really do that in 2042? I don't remember them doing that. Maybe they did. Well, they didn't take them that often. That's it.
Qué barbaridad cómo se ve el juego, tío.
Very action-packed. Maybe not the biggest conquest map, but I think that could be quite fun with 64 players. Okay, third new map, Saints Quarter. I don't think anyone has seen this outside of a few clips in the trailer. If we look at the map, very small. 3 capture points, infantry only. And this is domination. A couple of different lanes that you can take. I feel like this is going to be the go-to map for leveling up your guns and... What was it? UK flag on the stairs there. Yeah, leveling up your guns and grinding out camos and attachments, all that stuff. Seem to respawn really quick in this game mode.
Ah, mira, esta es la skin del arma de la edición Vault.
BF6 version of Domination.
¿La edición Vault aquí? Phantom, ¿no?
Didn't seem like it.
Eso no me acuerdo. La edición Touch. No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba.
Long lane here. I mean, that's heat. All the cars. Looks good. Gonna go in there. Ah, denied. Can't go in there. I thought that might be accessible. And this is the middle flag. It's up there though. I love the ladder, man. It's so cool. Make a hole. Hello. Oh, peekaboo. I'm so happy that they let you do that kind of thing. Yeah, shotgun's still pretty good. I mean, that's close range though. This is the bit from the trailer, isn't it?
Sí, justo.
Oh yeah, they've definitely nerfed the spread on that. I like all the overgrown... What is that? Swordfish, I think. I had swordfish steak once. It was very nice. A long time ago though. Oh. Getting all these unlocks, man. It's really distracting. Yeah, the shotgun's still good. The hipfire spread is just not anywhere near as good. See that? What the? Yeah, that would have been a one-shot in the bear. For sure. Assault class starting gadget is the double guns as well. Maybe it would have been better if it was the spawn beacon. I want to test this too, the stun. It's hard to know how effective it is. Like, I need to get in a server when the game's out and you know, just do some myth busting, I think. Because a lot of people want to know that kind of thing. I mean, you can bounce it like that. So I've got 2 there. But I don't actually know what it's doing to them. I don't think it's going to be as effective as like a stun grenade in COD, for example. But I need to have a play.
Qué preciosidad los mapas, tío.
Close game this. We lost that by like 2 points or something. Wow.
Grip, stability.
Qué locura, tío.
That's the essence of driving. Lawful.
El otoño trae sus espectaculares días naranjas. Como los de PC Componentes, con ofertas...
Segundito, ahora mismo vengo. Ay, 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 ay. Puro babero, ¿eh? Puro babero ver esto, chaval. Madre mía. Madre mía. Estoy pensando, tío, igual me pongo las teclas del teclado verdes. Es que tengo un set de, de teclas verdes. Igual las pongo, tío. Ahora, como no voy a usar el teclado durante el directo, bueno, termino este vídeo y...
Yeah. I mean, very close quarters map. Intense combat, that. Okay, this is King of the Hill on Saints Quarter. Capture point has just become unlocked.
Let's move.
You have to get it and score points. I just got the MP5 as well.
Qué guapa la MP5, ¿eh?
I know that spotted me. That was a stupid idea. Oh, I'm dead. So, yeah, I don't think you can play this in Conquest either, which is weird. I just learned that. It doesn't have a Conquest layout. Is there somewhere? There he is. Maybe you could do it in Portal. Could you just do Conquest 64? But that would be mad on this map. I think people are going to want Conquest on this map for sure. Oh my god. Get him. Triple.
Será la skin de operador, creo, de la que se ganaba con el 2042, ¿no?
Triple. Yeah, I like this area. It's the longest sight line, using the cars as cover. Now, imagine if you could do this in Portal with 64 players. Maybe it becomes the new Metro.
La skin del Battlefield 4 de ingeniero.
Good on this. Yeah, King of the Hill. There it is. I mean, I'd much rather be playing. Now, imagine if you could do this in Portal with 64 players. Triple. Get him.
Sí, es ahí.
64. But that would be mad on this map. I think people are going to want Conquest on this map for sure. Oh my god.
Sí, este. Está guapa, la negrita. No sé si será de las del 2042, la de Battlefield 4 Ingeniero que te puedes desbloquear, o será igual la de la edición tocha del juego.
Get him. Triple. Yeah, I like this area. It's the longest sight line, using the cars as cover. Now, imagine if you could do this in Portal with 64 players. Maybe it becomes the new Metro. Woo. Yeah, shotguns are really good on this. Yeah, King of the Hill. There it is. I mean, I'd much rather be playing Conquest, but you know, a lot of people are into this kind of thing. As I said as well, could be really good for leveling your guns up and stuff like that. I wanted to show you this too, because this is pretty important for progression and unlocking things in the game. So you've got your daily and your weekly challenges, which are just for XP for now. But then you've also got the assignments, and this actually can unlock gameplay stuff. So for example, in Initiation, you've got stuff like double XP tokens and camos. But then in Weapon, you actually need to do these to unlock certain weapons in the game, and some of them are gated by levels. So for example, if you want to unlock the L85A3, first you've got to get over rank 23, and then this rapid fire challenge will unlock, I presume. And then inflict damage with assault rifles, and you'll get the Cord 6B67. Stage 2 is getting kills with the Cord 6B67 or the B36A4, and get kills over 50 meters while aiming down sight with assault rifles. That'll unlock you the MVO, and then that gets you to stage 3. which is for the L85A3. Inflict close quarters damage while hip firing with the
Va a haber mucho desbloqueo aquí,
the SAW 556, MK2, or the NVO 228E. So you're gonna have to pay attention to this if you want to unlock certain guns and stuff like that. The class challenges too, very important, because this will give you training and really core gadgets in the game. For example, on Assault, if you want to get the spawn beacon, you've got to get over rank 20 and then earn score and get kills while using the adrenaline injector. And then the next stage of that will get you the frontliner, which is the second training path for Assault. That's like different passives and gameplay style. And then the third gets you the player card icon and the Assault badge. Or like here for the engineer, if you want to get the M136AT, it's a guided rocket launcher. So yeah, pretty vital core gameplay mechanics in here. I kind of wish that some of the core gadgets were just based on your level, but this is how they've chosen to do it. And then the unit challenges are more about camos, and you can track these and get different camos. I'll show you those in a second. And then this one is campaign, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you that on this embargo yet, so I'm going to leave that for now. But there are certain unlocks that you get in the campaign. None of them are guns though, and it's mostly cosmetic, but one of them is a melee weapon. Here's a look at some of the camos for the Assault class. I mean, that white one there, that's going to fit
Muy
right
guapos,
with the season 1 stuff when they do the snow.
Muy guapos.
Got some nods on that guy. Get loud. This is one of the pre-order skins, I think.
Sí.
And this is the Phantom Edition.
Oh.
This one, I don't know. It just says promotional award. But that's the only skin I've seen which actually has kind of bright colors on it. Most of the others seem pretty grounded and realistic so far, which is good.
Está guapa, sí.
Yeah, and that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and a bit of a preview again of some new maps and gameplay that we've not seen before. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys, and once again a big thanks to EA for sponsoring this one. Link is in the description if you want to check out the game for yourself. And I wanted to ask you guys too, in terms of content, is there anything in particular that you're wanting to see from me on my channel? I mean, I've got my own plan which I will execute, but what are your expectations? Let me know down below. Thanks so much for supporting me, guys. I really appreciate you being here. Drop me a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. There's going to be loads of BF6 content, obviously. Watch out for it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Jackie. Vale, 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 vale. Vale, aquí tenemos al Stode, que creo que está haciendo es en directo, pero será gameplay que ha recopilado también previo, me puedo imaginar. Este no tiene 4K.
Right, guys. This is New Sobek City. This is literally a map that you have not seen before. This is, in fact, we also have gameplay for Manhattan Bridge, but technically, if you'd seen the Tokyo gameplay, you would have seen this before, or you would have seen that before. So this is actually...
Un segundito, le voy a dar pause y me voy a hacer lo del teclado, tío. Me voy a poner las teclas en verde, me apetece cambiarlo. No me va a costar mucho, además. Y así lo hago ahora mientras con el videito. One second. Bien, 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 bien.
A new map that you have not seen before. And I was taking pictures. So basically, this map is just a big open desert. It's set in Cairo. It's the other Cairo map. If I had to compare it to another map from an older game, it's like Gulf of Omen, but without the water. Right? So it's got these big, tall towers that snipers can go and hide in. You can get up to the roofs with, what's it called? Zip lines and stuff. They have indeed moved the, what's it called? The spawn beacon over to Assault, although I think they did that in Merak Valley as well. What else have they done? They did change... They changed the gunplay a little bit for this playtest, by the way, which was a little bit unusual. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, they changed the gunplay for this test. I'm not really sure why. But apparently they may have fixed that for the actual launch. But yeah, it was a little bit harder to hit your shots over range. What else? The visibility in this map, there was still... Have you noticed how there's a bit of a glare in my eyes occasionally as I'm walking around? The visibility in this map was occasionally a bit too much. If you happen to look straight at the sun and there's someone in front of you, you will be blinded. Which obviously is somewhat realistic, but...
Ahora que yo estoy...
it is what
¿Has
it
comido
is.
el bite o qué?
Plenty of cover.
Es vídeo, es
I
vídeo.
also played this
Sí, es que están
in
subiendo
breakthrough mode as well, by the way.
hoy los que tienen stream, bueno,
Also
vídeos
played this in breakthrough mode, but,
patrocinados.
that was
Les han dejado ya
slightly less
subir
enjoyable, I will say.
contenido.
So
Los que lo han jugado antes y todo eso.
Every single map in this game has some sort of color grading on it. So they've done that on purpose. Every single map has a different color grade on it. Is it because the breakthrough layout is bad? In a way. But yeah, no, breakthrough balancing.
Necesito que sea
still,
mañana.
like, at least on this
Todos.
map, the defense had a big advantage, but we'll see how that goes.
Estoy harto, tío. De esperar, tío.
But,
Estoy
yeah, this is
hasta
new
los
Sobex
cojones.
C, which obviously, maybe not pronouncing that correctly, but I'm trying my best. Still using a sniper and a secondary M4, obviously. Why wouldn't I?
Tengo que subir el nivel del Delta Force por el torneo
I
global.
didn't get to play in the heli, unfortunately.
Delta Force no existe.
You're only getting infantry gameplay from me.
Vale.
New Sorbet C, yeah. And also, so yeah, later on we're going to have Manhattan Bridge gameplay, which I'm sure you guys are interested in as well. But we have already seen a little bit of that. And if I'm honest, Manhattan Bridge is possibly my favorite map in the game because it's like medium-sized. It's pretty decent.
Voy a hacer limpiecita de teclado. Cambio de color de teclas.
Manhattan Bridge map has a helicopter on it as well. An assault.
Que hoy es el último día que tiene sentido que lo haga, porque ya mañana empieza... Mañana empieza la viciada.
The improvements of the helis. There you go. Someone Grizzle's already played them. Are there any really big maps like BF4? You could argue that Merak Valley is the biggest map in the game, the one I was showing just before this. So that one with the big construction
Todos.
site in the middle, that's the biggest map.
Obviamente. Todo el mundo, diría yo, porque todo el que juega shooters, tío, es como que está con el Battlefield.
I don't think they do.
Yo le avisé a mi señora que no estaré, que estarás, pero no estarás. ¿Eh? Sí, yo creo que todos hemos hecho lo mismo. Hemos avisado. Mañana sale Battlefield, ¿eh? O sea, mañana ni me hables.
But not a lot.
No tengo tiempo.
Is this bigger than the BR map? Well, we don't know.
Lo malo que yo mañana a la noche trabajo, pero bueno, a la tarde voy a estar toda la tarde
You guys want to see?
hundiéndolo.
We've already been shown Portal gameplay, but I actually we managed to get into a Portal match, but it is one of the experiences they've already shown. And we also did play the Dust 2 remake, and it was, well, it's pretty scuffed, I'll be honest. Opinion on TTK in general? Sometimes it can be very fast, but that's the same for any Battlefield game. In fact, I would argue that the TTK has actually been faster on previous Battlefield games. Am I going to use the map editor?
Todo el fin de semana, cabrón.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Trabajo viernes a la noche y sábado a la noche. Luego libro domingo, lunes y martes.
But I did study it at uni.
Así que domingo, lunes y martes, directo por la tarde y por la noche, automático.
Can you play the game today? No one is allowed to play the game today. You're only allowed to show pre-recorded.
Claro,
So
exacto.
tomorrow at 4
Esto
p.m.
no es que están jugando hoy.
24 hours, guys. We're all going to be playing, all of us, at the same time.
Va a ser una locura, a ver si no petan
Once again, but this is
servidores y todo el rollo de toda la gente que va a ver jugándolo. Porque va a ser una absoluta locura, ¿eh?
we're all going to be in the queue, you mean? Well, you might be, not me. Not me, God.
Va a ser demencial
Creators, grr.
la de gente que va a ver a la vez ahí.
What do you get if you use your code to pre-order? It's a support a creator code. I think you only get money off if you do the EA app thing. Or sorry, the EA Play Pro thing. No, I'm not telling anyone to pre-order. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Mute B77, thank you. Dude.
Entonces el parche sí, la actualización del día 1, el parche del día 1, que va a estar mañana.
I'm missing out on those recon traits.
11, 12,
I don't need
1,
them, bro.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7 horas antes de que lo que sale el juego para descargar. 7 horas antes de que salga el juego va a estar ya disponible el parche del día 1.
But if you're going to be, as the kids say, quick scoping in some, but not to that level, then you are still, I feel, better off as Assault. You pre-ordered this morning, but did you use my code?
Ni idea.
Code study.
Mañana se madruga.
It is what it is.
Aquí sale a las 5 de la tarde, que es hora perfecta para mí, porque trabajo a la noche y me despierto como a las 2 del mediodía más o menos. Así que mañana según me despierte pongo a descargar el parche de día 1 y según esté descargado a comer, y según termine de comer pongo directo y a esperar a que salga. A la 1 del mediodía, de puta madre. Bueno, ahora en realidad.
You hate quick scoping? Well, it's just kind of like, it's just a modern FPS mechanic now. Even Bad Company 2 had it. To be fair. Is there queue priority if we use your code? Oh, that, I haven't researched it, but who knows, maybe. Did you hear that some physical copies are out there and people are already playing? Yeah, I did hear about that. Although I literally have no idea how that works, by the way.
Bueno, pues gente que ya tiene la copia porque su colega es el que conducía el camión que lleva a los Battlefield 6 y se saca uno.
We've been waiting a long time for this. We really have. It's been guys, it's been almost 10 years since Battlefield 1. It's been almost 10 years since Battlefield 1. Think about that. Let that sink in.
Lo sabemos. 10 años prácticamente desde que salió un Battlefield en condiciones.
And then unfortunately we had BF5 and 2042. BF5 still not the biggest W of all time, but 2042 was certainly the downturn for sure. As good as BF1? Well, we'll have to see about that. We will have to see about that. Again, who knows how the potential BR might be. That's definitely not been leaked. Oh, I'm missing a lot of shots here, dude. Shameful. I don't know how I missed that one, to be fair. Will it have horse gameplay? Sure. I've seen lots of memes about.
No está tan guarro el teclado. Pensaba que iba a estar más guarro.
And then they realize that the game doesn't release until 4 p.m.
También es verdad que no lo ensucié mucho. No como en el setup ni cosas así.
Hey, thank you, Dudio. Appreciate it. Anyone know exactly how many hours now from until release? Literally 23 hours and 49 minutes. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. BST. At least if you take the day off in America, you can start from 8 a.m., right? Or most of you. Did I try DLSS 4? No, I didn't play with DLSS. Not on this setup. How did I get 2?
Se ha caído el directo de Twitch, creo. Warrock, en YouTube sigues viendo el directo, ¿verdad?
No, I will be doing a settings video, like a short video that you guys can follow if you want to see my settings.
Sí.
Bearded A-Fold.
Creo que se ha caído el directo de Twitch solamente.
Appreciate it.
Un segundito, le voy a dar aquí al pause. Joder, es que encima tengo aquí las
DLSS is
teclas
pretty good
ahora,
this
tío.
game, though, I will say, and that's
Me lo
from
había
somebody
puesto
that
todo
uses
para no tener que
DLSS
tocar
for
nada.
competitive shooters. I used DLSS during my Los Angeles gameplay, and it felt good.
Qué coñazo, de verdad. ¿Qué probamos para hacer los de OBS? El que usa todo el mundo. Vale, sí, está en directo en Twitch. Se ha caído de repente, pero solo en Twitch parece. A ver, en Kick debería de seguir. Sí. Vale, no. Ha sido una idita de olla que le ha pegado ahí a Twitch, parece.
Good. I kept it on because I was probably on not like it wasn't as good a PC as I have at home.
OBS uso, tío, el
So,
que se
I
usa
was scaling
para hacer
to
directo.
1080p, and it felt fine. I didn't feel input lag, which is all that matters.
Hostia, que se ha jodido esto, tú. Se ha jodido el quitador de teclas de... Joder, puta mierda, ¿no, tío? ¿Cómo se ha podido joder?
You can preload. Yeah, you can already preload. Will there be closed weapons playlist? Yeah, they're still going to have a closed weapons playlist, but DICE did come out and basically say open weapons was more popular than closed weapons.
OBS Studio, el Streamlabs es una mierda. En Streamlabs es como para aprender, pero te quita más rendimiento de los juegos. O sea, consume más el Streamlabs. O sea, que es tontería usar el Streamlabs. Mucho mejor usar el OBS Studio. Aparte que tiene más opciones. El Streamlabs como que viene bien para aprender. O más sencillo.
According to their data. But yes, the open weapons playlist was absolutely front and center compared to the closed weapons playlist, which was to the right of it and or not front and center. So that could have been skewed data slightly. We don't know. Do I have Twitch drops active? Not yet. They're going live tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Mañana. Mañana dropcitos, por cierto.
Oh, cool.
Todo el que quiera skins y cositas, ya sabéis.
What are the changes to movement? If you played in the beta, if you played in the open beta, you have way less momentum now when jumping and sliding. So if you do a jump and a slide now, you probably get about half the speed that you used to. In fact, yeah, we'll read the patch notes later, don't worry. What about the time to death? Does it feel better or worse? It's the same. Was the movement change in L for me? If I'm 100% honest, as long as the community actually appreciates the fact that the movement isn't as strong as it was, even though I think it lowered the skill ceiling, is it better overall that more people appreciate that people can't do really insane movement techniques, even though they're going to try and make this game competitive? Is it better for the game overall? Potentially. From a personal perspective, I can't abuse it anymore. Right? I definitely found some ways to abuse that movement in a way to jump corners and stuff like that. And now they've definitely made that more difficult. So from a From a skill ceiling perspective, you're probably going to hate it. But from an overall player's perspective, you're going to like it. That's the way I look at it. So, like, yes, I would like to be able to fully use the movement system to my advantage, but you can't do that anymore. I'm sure some people will find other ways of abusing it, but, you know.
Obviamente. Habrá que aprender técnicas de movimiento nuevas, etc.
Yeah.
Seguro que hay algo roto. Alguna manera de
They're limiting good players.
tener algún
In a way, yes.
skill
In
gap.
terms of if you're thinking it's going to be exactly like the beta, where you could do, like you could launch yourself off mounts, like from mounting, and you could jump and slide and jump and bunny hop. That you definitely can't bunny hop anymore. And also, they still made it inaccurate to shoot whilst jumping. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I can see both camps or both lines of thought. And at the end of the day, are more people going to appreciate the fact that someone isn't bunny hopping across their screen? Probably.
Obviamente. Puto movimiento ese psicópata
Why would they change that?
que se lo queden en COD, tío.
Bastard.
Aparte que no va a tener mal movimiento el juego. Es un poquito más realista. Punto.
Did they make changes to CTK? No, I don't think so. But they made it slightly harder to hit shots whilst moving, I will say that. But apparently they then maybe changed that back for the day one patch, so... Scotty AV, thank you for the 10 months. I'm glad that the game doesn't allow for players to jump up to second floor windows. You can still use a ladder to do that. Ladder still works. To be fair, I didn't use the ladder as much as I should have. Didn't even realize that guy was still alive. Are my friends with Broken? Yeah. We play Warzone together sometimes. Good positioning is key again? Yeah.
Efectivamente.
Good position has always been important regardless of the movement.
Posicionamiento.
Have they addressed random crashing? I didn't experience that. That was a banging shot, by the way. You can't actually believe it's out tomorrow? Dude, I've been waiting. Dude, can you imagine that when we played the Battlefield 6 beta, and then I had to wait 2 months of nothing? There was nothing out.
Literal.
Apart from, I guess, the COD beta. We had nothing.
Vale,
I guess they did the 2042 update, but my god, was that painful.
Segundito, ahora mismo vengo. Le voy a meter una soplada al teclado. En la terraza, para que no se me llene esto de polvo. A ver, Warrock, que no te había leído. ¿Pero a qué servidor? Yo hago directo a Twitch de principal y luego tengo un plugin que el directo lo mando también a Kik y lo mando también a YouTube.
JD33203, thank you. Mook. Oh,
El restream ese es una mierda.
Thank you. Jack, thank you for the 61.
Yo el plugin que uso me deja mandarlo a diferentes calidades.
Oh, Silk
Entonces,
came out.
por eso mismo puedo...
I mean, to be fair, Megabonk did come out as well.
Por eso puedo streamear en YouTube en 2K. Pero en Twitch a 1080 y en Kik a 1080 también.
This is recorded. Thoughts on the COD beta? The multiplayer is not for me, but the zombies was good. It basically played exactly like Black Ops 6 with wall jumping, in my opinion. That's how I felt. The map design was different to Black Ops 6 as well. But it ultimately felt like playing Black Ops 6 with jumping off walls. That is my genuine opinion. Was it bad?
Sí.
Certain aspects were. But overall, I would just say it was exactly as I expected. Black Ops 6 with wall jumping. That's it. That's my review. There you go. How are we playing this now? We got to play early the 2 new maps, which was New Sobek City, which is this one, and then there's another map called Manhattan Bridge, which is my favorite map. But I thought I would show you New Sobek City first, and then I'll show you the Manhattan gameplay later. The ammo sling kills my ammo.
¿Cuál es el plugin? Si vas a mi canal de YouTube, bueno, estás en mi canal de YouTube,
Well, I'm going to show you.
puedes buscar. Tengo un vídeo de cómo hacer multistream y ahí te aparece todo. Te aparece en la descripción un link para descargarte el plugin de multistream que uso y ahí explico cómo lo configuro todo. Yo intento hacer multistreaming, pero se me muere un otro. Para hacer multistreaming lo que más necesitas es velocidad de internet. Yo tengo 1 giga simétrico, entonces puedo hacer... De hecho, el directo de YouTube lo podría hacer en 4K también si quiero. A 50.000 de bitrate. Pero lo hago en 2K. Pero ya te digo, tengo un vídeo explicando cómo hacer multistream, cómo lo hago yo.
So even picking certain specializations requires you to be a certain level and have done a certain challenge using that class. Attachments, I think, are based on weapon level, maybe, I think? I can't remember if you can level up the weapons themselves, but I think you can. I don't know why I can't remember that right now. But there's loads and loads and loads of unlocks and stuff to do with challenges and stuff. Why am I playing on low settings? These aren't low settings. What do you mean? This looks good. What do you want it to look like? How does the optimization feel? I didn't have my FPS on, but it was probably like 200 plus every round. When can we actually play live? Tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Can you say what kind of unlocks there are? Are there many camos? The camos that you can unlock without the paid ones, obviously, are kind of basic, which you can expect. They're just kind of like, you know, urban camo, forest camo, all that stuff. And they still look good. The paid camos are kind of like red and black. And I could have been using paid camos. But you know what I thought? I was like, you know what? I'm not going to use the paid camos. I think people want the original experience. Because maybe you'll see some of the people in this game are wearing some of the skins. And this is what I'm concerned about. Most of the people here aren't wearing the skins, but you'll see some people on my team or the enemy team will be wearing some of the paid skins. That guy on the right is, and this guy on the left is, look, the black and red on the left. This guy here, look, the guy right in front of me right now. He's wearing basically like a full custom skin. And I think that's going to make the game look very different from Bayer. Tottenham Hotspur, thank you for the 30 months. Carsten, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Did the guns feel different? Yes. They did feel different, but apparently they've turned them back for day one patch, so... Did they improve optimization?
Opción de baja y de subida. Dice el stream otro día en 2K a 18.000 de bitrate sin problemas. Déjenle luz. Pues nice, entonces.
It would be nice if we
Te digo, yo el directo de YouTube en 2K lo tiro a 28.000 de bitrate.
And they have two different reticles.
Creo.
So for instance,
28.000 o 24.000 por ahí.
Because obviously these are actually the true unlocks of the game. I only had access
El límite para 2K es 30.000.
There's another one that has a proper...
Con el AV1, eso sí. Sin AV1, 24.000.
I've been missing shots. Yeah, no, this is my first time. I think
AV1 tiene las gráficas de la 4.000 en adelante.
I don't have any of the attachments. And anyway, yeah, it wasn't even.
Pues, en vez de utilizar el Nvenc, es elegir el AV1.
Helicopter movement. Apparently, yes. I didn't play the helicopters, but I've been told it was good. King Loser, thank you for the 30 months, by the way. You'll be running the BF4 engineer skin? Yeah. I mean, because I have EA Play Pro, I do have access to the skins. But I wasn't using them. But I probably will. I'm not the biggest fan of the pre-release skins, by the way. I feel like they are a bit, honestly, they look a bit sometimes like the 2042 exclusive skins, if I'm 100% honest, because of the black and red. It's the same, it's like, it is the same vibe. And also I didn't like the fact that obviously with 2042, they had red markers on them, and if your teammate is running next to you with red markers on you, you think they're an enemy, and I don't like that.
Ya te digo, yo tengo un vídeo en el canal de YouTube de cómo hago yo el multi-stream, que la verdad que me va de puta madre. Y el plugin ese es Jesucristo, porque encima no te quita rendimiento. Todo el mundo como, joder, ya es que con un stream ya me va petado de FPS, pues te va a ir igual. O sea, no va a ir peor el juego o lo que estés haciendo. Porque no te quita rendimiento. Te quita el mismo que si estuvieras streameando a una plataforma. Lo que sí que come es mucho más internet, obviamente. Te come pues todo el internet más que estés mandando a otra retransmisión. Pero te digo, si tienes buen internet, ni te preocupes.
Right. Now it's up to you, chat. Do you want more New Sobek City, or do you want Manhattan Bridge? I'm guessing you probably want Manhattan Bridge, don't you? Yeah, everyone wants Manhattan. So there you go. I think this is my first game. And also I have Breakthrough and Conquest, but we'll watch Conquest. I don't think I did very well, but I was just running around, I think. So this is Manhattan Bridge. This map is actually beautiful, and it's well optimized, and the lighting is good, and it kind of feels like a classic Battlefield map. Way bigger than Empire State if you played that one. This
Empire State también no me gustó nada, la verdad.
Showed at the Tokyo Game Show, by the way, which is why I showed New Sobek City first. This map has more colors. It's that this map has less of a color correction to it compared to other maps. Shady80, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. If you got one of those subs, make sure to thank him in the chat.
Está quedando súper limpito, tío.
Empire State was a bit hectic. Yeah, well, you can't really snipe on Empire State, which is fine. There's no vehicles on Empire State. It's very much an infantry-only map. This is a mixed, medium-sized map. And it's still infantry focused as well, which makes it so good. So right now we're actually in like a building underneath the bridge. This might be the fan favorite. Yeah, probably. It's a little bit like Hardline with Downtown. Similar vibe. Nigel Penny, thank you very much for the scout sub. Thank you, dude. And also thank you for the 5 quid as well that I missed. Thank you for the super chat, Nigel. Did they adjust TTK? No. It still felt similar. It's just that more of my shots did miss. Whether that's my shots specifically or everyone's, I'm not sure. What graphics am I on? Medium to high setting.
Bueno. Limpito, limpito.
Is sniper bound to the pistol? Can guns be swapped across classes? No, you no, the recon class can only use a pistol secondary, but they can use an assault rifle primary if they want. Sounds like a skill issue. Sounds like you should know. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean I think they have actually changed the recoil or the spread, especially when moving and shooting.
Sí, han cambiado eso.
Apparently, again, they've changed that in the day 1 patch. All right.
Parche del día 1, o sea, han vuelto a cambiar eso.
A lot of the roofs of these buildings, so you can get on the. You can't get on the top of the bridge. I'm gonna break your heart right now. No, you can't get on top of the bridge.
Ahora veremos, me imagino, vídeo de notas del parche del día 1.
When I saw the pictures of this
Estoy seguro que hay alguien que ha subido ya también. No sé si el directo de YouTube me lo van a crujir por ver contenido de otros. Es que es una cosa que nunca hago, entonces no sé cómo funciona. Igual me lo desmonetizan o así. No pasa nada. Dejaré de ganar 10 céntimos.
You can also get on the roof of this construction site as well. Tried it in a helicopter. If you're too close to the bridge, you get out of bounds. Someone was saying that it's actually quite harsh out of bounds for the helicopter, and you have literally 4 seconds if you get out of bounds with the chopper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chopper blows up. And I think that's too harsh. So that's fun. This is like the center of the map. So this is the main point, which is C, and this is kind of like where everyone congregates. All the vehicles can drive through it as well. And I feel like this area of the map, especially, almost felt like a bit of like a grindy area, where everyone's gonna be like peeking angles and shit. Bimmers, thank you for the tier 1. Is this live? Technically.
Boh, qué limpito.
They still have a weird grenade throw animation. I don't mind it. You throw grenades faster than in any game.
Limpito, limpito.
Of all time. Did they sort the assist counts as kill not counting? I don't. Probably not. I should have tested that.
A mí guarda el vídeo cuando llegue a casa y lo pruebo todo. Claro, tío. Ya te digo, además que no es un vídeo muy largo. No es muy complicado el asunto. Te bajas el plugin con el OBS cerrado. Una vez te lo bajas, abres el OBS y ya te va a aparecer ahí. Es súper sencillo, tío. Vale, pues vamos a empezar.
If you could cook grenades down to the last half second and throw them in a room and instantly kill someone, that would literally be broken. I know you can do that with C4, but there's at least a delay before you can blow it up. They've done it's happened before. There's a reason why they don't do it, because when you could cook grenades, people cooked them and instantly killed like 3 people in a row.
No les regalo nada a los chinos. No entendí ese comentario.
With NVIDIA filters, yes, but I think that adds a little bit of latency. Basically, you just have to deal with the color correction. I don't know why you can't turn it off. How am I running AR and sniper? Assault class. So yeah, this is the main roof. By the way, look at how beautiful this map is, by the way. This is the main roof that you fight for. This is like the tallest roof in the game. There's a slightly shorter roof down to my left. But there's not
Porque el programa es asiático. Ah, bueno.
Look at this
igual.
dude. Look, this guy's also
es gratis.
The pre-order.
Es gratis y va perfecto.
Outfit. Look at that. Look at this map, dude. I think this is where I was like, look at this freaking map. This map, this area, by the way, this building has 8 zip lines to the top as well. So you really can't camp every zip line. Which is a good thing, because it is kind of crazy being at the top. And you can also go up 2 flights of stairs as well. Are those textures final? Yeah. Am I playing on low settings? Guys, what do you mean? I'm not seeing where you think the game looks bad in terms of my graphics setting. I don't understand. What's the issue? Some shadows? I mean, I guess. Oh, I guess the clarity of the shadows on players, sure. The shadows are... I think my shadows are probably on medium. But shadows are one of the most expensive things for performance, so you can understand why I have them on medium. Still looks really good. But yeah,
Shadows,
people
¿pa'
like
qué?
Jack and Tomo will play on like ultra settings all the time. As I said, I'll be dropping a settings, like a very small settings video, so that you can just copy my settings. There you go. That was what's it called? Pistol versus assault rifle. I mean, it's just not going to work. How's the slide jumping now? Not good. Not good. No, I was trying to take his load out. I wasn't trying to teabag him. Because my my assault rifle was running out of ammo. We demand you play on 4K ultra settings tomorrow. For 10,000 subs, sure. I will do 1 round.
Bien respondido.
It looks flat.
A ver.
I would say this map looks pretty good. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite looking maps in the game. Because I actually would say that New Sobek City actually is actually a little bit flat and bland, because it is basically just yellow, dusty construction site buildings. Whereas this map seems to have the most interesting stuff in it. You know what I mean? How is full auto bloom? Yeah, as I said, they've just released patch notes saying that they've fixed some bloom. So it was when you were moving and shooting in the most recent, like, playable version of the game. What do you think about the decrease of players in rush mode? I mean, what is it, 48 players instead of 64? Did I like this map? This is probably my favorite map so far.
Este mapa sí que tiene pintón. El mapeadito.
Nigel with another gifted sub, by the way. Thank you very much, Nigel. Appreciate it.
Joder, la gente nos espera mañana. Mañana tienen drops por regalar
12v12.
subs y le están regalando hoy.
Is the game buggy? No, I don't think I've ran into many bugs. Lord Flacco, thank you for the 2 months. IGN gave the campaign a 5 out of 10. I thought we weren't allowed to review the campaign yet. Turn up the game audio? Sure thing. I mean, I think the game is just quite quiet because I'm not right next to any explosions or anything. Monkey, thank you for the 3 months. I think we all know that the campaign has been the lowest expectation for this game. And I've been talking about it for weeks, and I didn't really expect to be playing the campaign anyway, but I will not be buying Battlefield 6 for the campaign.
Obviamente.
Oh yeah, this is another roof you can get on down here. So this is like this is a very strong roof though, because you can look straight over E, and there's only a couple of ways up to this roof. Are there gun unlocks in the campaign? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't even know if you can level guns up in the campaign. Fubar Lupo, thank you for the 58 months. Very excited for this. Tell me about it, dude. The things that I'm most excited for in this game are multiplayer number 1, Portal number 2, some sort of battle royale number 3, and then campaign isn't even I'm not here for the campaign. Doesn't matter. This game, honestly, this game could not have a campaign and I wouldn't care. Some people care about it. I wouldn't. I would not care. That's not what it's about.
Tal cual. ¿A quién le importa la campaña, tío?
Nigel Pennyworth with the 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. If you got one of those subs from Nigel Pennyworth, make sure to thank Nigel in the chat. What's the melee key? For me, it's F, but I think it might be V as standard. I'm not sure. Also, guys, you do run faster with your knife out. That is a very important thing to keep in mind in this game. So you're going to see a lot of sweaty players always switching to their knives when they're running around. Like in
A ver,
Like
letritas.
if you see someone running with a knife out, you know that they're sweating their knob off. So avoid them. People didn't know. Not everyone knows. So unfair, you guys get early access. You have to understand that giving early access to streamers and content creators is simply just a marketing technique.
Es marketing puro, obviamente.
And it works both ways. I get early content. And hopefully they can trust people not to leak NDAs. Maybe. I also didn't get paid to do this content. You know, so hopefully I can actually review it. As well, you know? This isn't like me just being say, hey, you have to cover this content. It's like, give us your opinion when you play it, but at least you get it early. You know what I mean? Can we still level up guns with bots? Probably, yeah. None of your COD, S&D, Warzone dedicated friends of buying BF6. It's too big for them? What? What do you mean it's too big? Like it doesn't fit on their hard drives? What do you mean? Is there anything you're cautious about with the game or anything you don't like? What do I not like about Battlefield 6? What do I not like? I don't like some of the cheesiness of some of the things they've added, but it's mostly okay. Like I really didn't like how strong shotguns were at the start. And I also don't like their balance regarding pistols. I think that the rangefinder is completely broken, and you will see in larger maps that it's going to be absolutely broken if it's in the right hands. So it's mainly balanced for me. And the fact that they've basically gutted the recon class and given them nothing, and I don't really know why they've done that. Like the recon class doesn't have a spawn beacon anymore. However, the spawn beacon on the assault class, by the way, can only be used once per person in the squad as well. So if you get the spawn beacon in a good spot, you only get to spawn on it once, and then you can't even spawn on it again if you've already spawned on it. So it's kind of a weird thing they've done with that as well. What's the point then? Because it's still better than not having it. Honestly, for me, the closed versus open weapons thing is not a big issue. Like, if anything, it basically, what's the word? Accelerates my playstyle. So selfishly, open weapons works for me. Is it better for the overall community? Probably not. In terms of balance. But it works for me. At least for now.
No encuentro la T. Entiendo.
Oh, big sad scale on vehicles.
Está aquí.
Stobby. Yeah, this was Stobby playing, not Stoddy. I would have played way better, dude. This is Stobby. I don't know who that is. It's cool. So you're the problem why we have open weapons. No, the developers decided to have open weapons, and I pushed very heavily for closed weapons before I played the game.
El otoño trae sus espectaculares días naranjas. Como los de PC Componentes, con ofertas en portátiles de hasta un 35%. Hasta el 12 de octubre en PC Componentes.
If it's going to be this way, it's going to be this way, so you're going to take advantage of it.
Y latina OP.
Is Recon weak as hell? In close quarters maps, absolutely. At least in long range maps, they're going to have some benefits. Close quarters, though, Recon's getting cooked, you know? For sure. Right, let's go back to... Actually, do you want a Manhattan breakthrough? I mean, I'm pretty sure what happened is we just held them at the first objective, so it's not actually that entertaining. But to be fair, a lot of the rest of the gameplay is also breakthrough, where we either got slammed or slammed the enemy. So there you go. Why is Recon getting cooked in smaller maps? They have UAV. If you're using a sniper on a smaller map, which obviously makes sense, that's fine. I would argue that close quarters Recon is not ideal. Like, you're literally just not going to beat someone who's playing the same gun on a different class in most cases. And that's a problem with open weapons and the Recon class itself. Smoke grenades are also only on the medic class, yeah. I mean, there you go. That's a perfect example of what I was talking about with the recoil changes. So I am standing still and trying to tap fire, and the spread is pretty strong, and this guy's right in the center of my crosshair. And the crosshair is going... I probably could have tap fired more, but that just give you an example of the spread. But also remember that we're not using fully unlocked assault rifles. But I will say they were definitely better before that. They've definitely added more spread. Or you can say skill issue if you really want. I'm open. I'm easy. Did they revert the change? Apparently in the day 0 update they have.
No tengo ñ. Pero voy a poner la N y a tomar por culo. Se sobreentiende. Aunque bueno, luego voy a necesitar la N. Sí, va a ponerla en negro y a tomar por culo.
Being able to laser beam people a lot further away, but maybe again, is it better that you can't laser beam people from 100 meters away with the assault rifle? I don't know. Is it still good, or did they pull a 2042? Well, if you remember, 2042 beta wasn't exactly amazing. We had to take some serious liberties with the 2042 beta to be like, I'll fix it on launch. Everything will be fine. It'll be better at launch, right, guys? This is just a beta. The performance is going to be better at launch. They're gonna fix the performance, right, guys? Did they improve the DMRs? I didn't try the DMRs, to be fair. I mainly wanted to focus on using the sniper and using the assault rifles, really. That's probably what I'll do mostly. Look at me PTFOing, though, guys. Look at that amazing metagame. DMRs felt much more usable. Yeah. Is live fake? No, this is live.
Dos puntos.
That visual change for the shock on the... Yeah, imagine... Oh, yeah, I forgot they actually have the sound now. Because it used to be that when you revived someone, it didn't make a sound. It didn't make the... It just went... They're alive. Yes, that's right, guys. You've all been fooled. This was actually Sora 2. AI developed the gameplay. None of this is real. you still 50 res? Yeah, you can. Matches having too many snipers camping with a beacon has been a problem for years. That's why, yep, the recon class should have got the mortar, and I keep saying this. Why does the medic have the mortar? It's so dumb. It doesn't make sense that the medic has the mortar at all. The recon should have the mortar. What's my thoughts about COD finally removing SBMM? They should have done that years ago. They're only doing it now because they have to, and that's the biggest shame about all of this. You know what they're addressing? They're addressing no SBMM, rotational aim assist, and what was the third thing? I've already forgotten. But they're only doing it because they have to, and that's the saddest part. And persistent lobbies, yeah. Like, it's shameful and upsetting, to be honest. Like, we've been asking for aim assist nerfs and no SBMM lobbies for years, and it just feels so like,
No esperes al 10 de octubre y canjea ya tus acciones de Banco Sabadell en pocos minutos y sin...
exhausting. But maybe, honestly, as we've just learned, and as we're learning to this day, competition is a huge W. And at least with Battlefield 6 being good enough, or at least way better than what we expected before, it means that it'll improve the competition of all the other FPS games, hopefully, in the market. Finally. Have they done anything to improve squad play? No, not really.
Los puntos, barra baja.
But yeah, basically, by the way, guys, this is Breakthrough, and we are clearly absolutely smashing them, and we do, unfortunately... I don't want to spoil... Actually, I won't spoil it for you, but can you guess what happens? That ladder placement was 10 out of 10. It was pretty sick. By the way, did you know that you can put... I'm pretty sure... Can you put ladders on ladders? Why am I asking you? Does anyone know? I guess no one's had access to the ladders yet because we didn't have it in beta. I think you can attach ladders to ladders. So if you've got 2 assault players in your squad, you can put a ladder on a ladder, and then you can ladder your way up to something that would usually be hidden. Advanced docking. Yeah, I'm glad that they have an official term for it. Did they fix the soldiers randomly jiggling? No. In terms of like their, what's it called? Their ragdoll body. Their ragdoll body sometimes gets just slammed into a wall or something and just starts going crazy. Did you Tears of the Kingdom airplane build though? You can't do that, no. The ladder has to be attached to something and it can be destroyed. What about secondary switch shot delay? I think they have fixed that, but it's not made the secondaries any better. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. I don't think the secondaries are going to be the play in terms of like pistol. Like maybe if you absolutely last resort, I think. Oh my God, look at that guy. You were asking about the ragdolls. There you go. What's max level for BF6? I actually don't know. Level 50, I think. Level 50. Having only 4 sidearms at launch. No Desert Eagle as well. They absolutely have to release a Desert Eagle at some point in these updates. There needs to be a Desert Eagle. How does character skin customization work? You pick your class, or you pick a class and then you pick the skin when you select the class. Like there's like a skin customization. This map
Control
is
y
actually
Alt,
good,
no tengo
but the enemy
pequeñitos.
team never pushed out of spawn, so you don't really get to see much of it. I have spoiled it for you now. Do you guys want to see one match of Portal, by the way? There's different characters too. Yeah. I think there is at least one variant for each class without buying the paid version, I think. I could be wrong, though. I didn't look into it enough. But as I said, it was me. Basically, we found a way to get into the Portal servers. And we played one of their new modes. What's it called? The climbing mode. It's the same gameplay, but it's at least me doing it. It's on that Liberation Peak map where you're climbing the Eiffel Tower. You know that one? Any tips for a sucky COD player jumping ship to Battlefield for the first time? Positioning is actually in this game by a country mile. That's what I'll say. Smokes, positioning.
Todas las teclitas en verde. Bueno,
and
casi
also
todas.
tap firing. Or at least it was for this, but maybe it's better now.
Bastante nice, ¿no?
Did I play with HDR in this gameplay? No. I don't usually play with HDR on.
Ha quedado facheringui, ¿no? Hay algunas que le he tenido que poner en negro porque el set que tengo de verdes no hay. La ñ.
What about weapon camos? Oh, I will say, the UI design for trying to pick the right weapon camo on top of your gun customization is rough. Like, maybe it's a...
Ha quedado guay, ¿no? Antes tenía muchas más teclas negras y algunas verdes. Y he dicho, vale, pongo todas o casi todas verdes. Hay algunas que se ven amarillas porque esas son unas especiales que son texturizadas. Que son las que se usan para jugar, básicamente. Son las que yo uso para jugar. Y esas sí que se ven diferentes. Pero sí, casi todas las teclas en verde. Ha quedado chulo. Alright. Pues vamos a meter todo esto por aquí.
Yet another noob. Thank you very much. Fitzy Codes things. Thank you. Maniac 1989. Thank you very much for the 122 months, by the way. And of course, a new membership from Foreskin Inspector. Thank you so much. Love your work. And also...
Mañana va a haber dropcitos, Warrock. Mañana te recomiendo que si te pasas por el directo, sea por YouTube. O sea, por Twitch, perdón.
Okay. There you go. So as you saw, we did unfortunately slam them, and most of the time, the defending team did absolutely dominate the attacking team. Right. Time for a little bit of Portal gameplay.
Es que tenía...
Look at this.
Tenía que limpiar, tío, el teclado. Lo tenía un poco guarrete.
So this
tenía
is
polvo y así por dentro. Es que ya tiene como unos 3 años. ¿Sí? El teclado, con la tontería.
There you go. So in this mode, it's squad deathmatch essentially. So depending on how many squads there are, I think there's up to 4 squads. You all have 4 players in each team, and you all climb a tower each. If you kill an enemy climbing the tower, you switch places with them. So it's like, if I see a guy really high up the tower and I want to stop them getting up there to the objective, I can shoot them. Do you know what I mean? Oh, so I guess it split us into 4 different squads there. Beautiful. On another one. Look at that. So basically, if I shoot someone, if I see someone on the way up and I shoot them and I kill them, like the guy that I can see running over there, I will get his spot and I'll teleport to where he was. But this was actually shown in the this was shown in like the footage.
Ah, mira, está jugando lo del Portal.
Is that the Half-Life sound effect for screenshots? Yeah, because we're on Steam, remember? I was just using Steam screenshot. It works well. Great. Battlefield only up. Yeah, it's not that long though. This one's not a long one because you're supposed to be shooting at each other, but we kind of like we did a gentleman's agreement. But once you get to the top, there's like an objective and.
Okay.
Yeah, then you run up the Eiffel Tower, and then there's a big objective right in the middle. And as you'll see, when I die or when I shoot someone else, they teleport to me. People are going to make some wild creations. There's already some pretty good stuff. And then, of course, you can still spawn your teammates. So I don't think it was working properly, but we'll see. Because I could just keep spawning on the top. That's good that there's some creative modes. I do believe, or at least I reckon that they should have definitely paid some people to make some modes before launch. You see? Look, I teleported to where he was. That's so weird. I do wish they'd let some people who make modes make some modes for launch, because it just feel like a bit like these modes are okay, but it's going to take like weeks before we get anything good now. Like the modes that we have available, at launch are really basic in comparison. There you go. Anyway, that was it. That was basically it. There was nothing really else to that thing. So Portal's going to take, I think Portal's going to take a long time to get going, but once we get some good experiences, that'll be good. I also have Sobek Breakthrough. There you go. We're so back. We're so back. Anonymous Gifter, thank you for the gifted sub, dude.
Vale.
Guys, do remember that the skin stuff, like subbing for
Chao,
work until
Polusito.
tomorrow, by the way. Just letting you know.
K1
If you're
Tarkun,
after
muchas
the
gracias, tío.
skins, you know,
Polusito
maybe
en
wait
kick.
until tomorrow.
Bueno, pues deberes hechos.
Just some Forge nerds or some Fortnite nerds to make some noise. Oh, thanks, Grizz, by the way, for that res. That was huge. Yeah, this is Breakthrough on New Sobek. Did I play
Pero también estaré dándole
No,
caña, entre comillas.
Saints Quarter or another.
¿Allí no decís darle caña o qué?
The Drag Revive is one of the best new features ever. I agree completely. It's possibly my favorite. It's my favorite mechanic that's been added to an FPS game in years. So good. It feels like something that should have been in Battlefield since like day one.
Vale, pues trabajo hecho.
This guy.
Está guay, ¿no? El tecladito.
I don't even know what.
Ha quedado re chulón.
From what? What about the skins? What about them?
¿Por qué se pone la música? Bastante óptimo, ¿no? Mola la tecla. La tecla escape está guapa. Es totalmente custom. La número 44 en el mundo. Está guapo, ¿que no? No sé si puede llegar esto a enfocar muy bien. Brillan en la oscuridad, tío. Brillan en la oscuridad. Mira, tengo una linterna de infrarrojos. Bueno, de hecho, las teclas texturizadas todas brillan en la oscuridad. Pero hay que cargarlas. No se llega a ver, pero... como que brillan en la oscuridad. Si te fijas ahora... si hubiera oscuridad se notaría que brillan. Ahora como no hay oscuridad estoy aquí con dos focazos. Dos focos que alumbran más que el sol. Sí. Son de esta marca. Ergonomics. Sacaron la primera edición especial que han sacado ellos. Pues llegué a tiempo. Duró creo que 20 segundos a la venta. O sea que tuve suerte.
I mean, possibly. I mean, we have to think about the fact that even in 18 days, I know this sounds crazy, but I've been, I've done this, or at least I've done a few games before, but usually people are already like, okay, I've played for 2 weeks, now what? So like, at least the Battle Royale will have some narrative to it, you know? Like I am very bullish on this game, right? I think it's going to do great. But I'm also heavily aware of the fact that people have really high expectations for modern gaming. And like, even with 9 maps at launch, I think people are still going to be like, right, 2 weeks of Battlefield 6, now what? Already bored with the maps. I've already played half of these maps already at the beta. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what's going to happen.
De cambiar una teclita. Joder, qué coñazo. Bueno, estas se podían sacar fácil. Igual la puedo sacar así.
But like, I still think that this is one of the like best, the best experiences they've released in a really long time. Either way, but I'm just also very, I'm being very realistic in what I expect, or maybe I'm being too harsh. A little. Did I get to try out the Scarel? No, I didn't know.
Creo que me he equivocado al poner una que tiene diferente altura de donde debería estar.
Were able to unlock a lot of stuff before the game came out, but I've actually chosen not to try and unlock too many things because I actually want to try and unlock stuff live and in gameplay as opposed to just doing it before the game comes out. So I think I've unlocked like one other gun.
Bueno, lo había puesto mal.
There should be a reset, a release.
Me subió el volumen.
I'm just saying, you're going to see some people are going to be level 50 when you get in the game. I'm just saying. So make another account. Yeah, but this is my main account. I can't change it. If I'd known beforehand, maybe, but...
Vale, está perfecto. Vale. Pues tecladito renovado. Es que estaba mirando antes, tío, y me gustaría meterle teclas moradas combinadas con verdes. Verdes en los costados y moradas en el medio. Pero todas verdes quedan guapas también.
Geronimus, thank you very much for the prime. Which scopes have glint? Anything over a 3x, yeah.
Sí se queda.
Did I pre-order the big edition? I have EA Play Pro, so I technically have access as soon as it's available. That I pay for, by the way. But talking of free codes, I think I will have some free game codes tomorrow to give away, as far as I'm aware. How much is the EA Play Pro? It's... I think it's 20... Is it 20 quid a month? I actually don't know. $17, so £15 a month? Oh, okay. What, the max level? Okay, £17 or $17 a month.
Vale.
Oh, and I think if it does work, you do get 16% off with the code, by the way. But only on EA Play Pro, not on the actual game if you just get the game.
Teclado limpito, con teclas cambiadas. Opa. Que estoy paporreando las teclas.
If it does work, you do get 16% off with the code, by the way. But only on EA Play Pro, not on the actual game if you just get the game. Do you know what I mean? But you don't have to get it on the EA app.
Pues de lujo. Tecladito ready.
Best BF since Battlefield 4, I heard. What about BF1?
Ordenar esto un poquito.
BF1 was definitely an acquired taste, though. You can't buy Pro on Steam. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you use the EA app, then you got to use the code. And that will give you a discount, but only on the EA Play Pro. It's hard to explain. So to be clear, if people played early, their stats and unlocks won't reset. Yes. That's cheating and not fair. I didn't make the rules. I think you'll find that a lot of people didn't want them to just leave the servers open, and we just wanted to have a dedicated time to actually do the capture content. Because a lot of the time the servers were basically empty, unfortunately, when we were doing the capture sessions, because they were open for literally 8 days. So, not ideal. And it meant that if you didn't play right at the beginning, a lot of people basically didn't play after the first day. So, yeah. It wasn't perfect conditions to actually capture content, which is why I don't have more. If you see meta videos on release, I'm going to freak the fuck out. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that a lot of COD creators are moving over to Battlefield 6, and there will 100% be a full meta video day one of Battlefield 6. Even I'm not going to be planning on making a meta video on day one. But they will be there. Even if the COD guys weren't coming over to Battlefield 6, there would still be one. How OP is the motor?
Vale.
The motor?
Voy a mirar a ver si hay algún vídeo, porque típico Winhaven y tal, seguro que tenían también esto para subir gameplay y tal.
I'm pretty sure in my entire play test time, I only unlocked 2 guns. Am I going to be playing Black Ops 7? I probably won't have time. Especially if I'm playing Battlefield 6. It's the mortar. Oh, they were talking about the mortar. Yeah, that doesn't actually make sense. The mortar's not great, which is a good thing.
Stability, precision. That's
Best AR. I'd say the M4 is still pretty insane.
the essence of driving. Often.
En Eroski, para que tu día vaya de cine, te damos estas tortillas de trigo a 0,95.
but it's just like, ah. So I think that routes and talk about that. We do have Battlefield 6, baby. What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We got some early looks at some Battlefield 6 right here. This is pre-recorded gameplay for those that are curious here. We do have a lot of content going up today, tomorrow, and all throughout the rest of the Battlefield 6 launch window. But what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? No, unfortunately, the New Zealand trick does not work. This is from a capture session that we had the last couple of days here. We had some free reign for some of the multiplayer stuff, some campaign stuff, which we can talk about that in particular tomorrow. What we have with this, though, a lot of the servers, just because there wasn't, like, people can't get in normally, a lot of it was bot gameplay. So you'll see that there is a ton of bots, some creators you may know here throughout, but just showing off a little bit more of the gameplay. What is up? How y'all doing? We're just gonna talk, chat, you know, have a good time discussing Battlefield 6. If you guys got any pressing questions, if I can answer them, happy to do so. But we're here talking, chilling, just having a good time on a Thursday afternoon. What is up? Thought you said mastery camo. There is a weapon, they call them weapon packages, that is a mastery for each of the weapons. After we play through some of this gameplay here, I'll end up showing some footage of that if I can pull up the file for it. But what you're watching right now is a new map, New Sebek City. This is not one we have seen thus far in the beta or any other previous capture session. What we did see this in, though, was a little bit of the the previews for, like, in trailers, the cinematics and stuff like that. But gameplay itself, this map is very, very close quarters when it comes to things like Breakthrough. I don't think that I played it on Conquest, but Breakthrough, it's infantry heavy, obviously, because it's so close quarters. But, like, if you have a tank like this, dude, you can get a lot of kills. There's also some pretty crazy spawn traps if you hold on the defensive side, or honestly offensive side too. But this one is going to be a kind of meat grinder, but big enough that you have vehicles as well, if that makes sense. But delete Call of Duty for this game? Nice, man. How'd you find the movement after they adjusted it? There was like, you could slightly notice, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can watch them spawn here at this. The vehicle's kind of crazy on it. The movement is, like, somewhat noticeable. I don't think it's anything detrimental, though. Critical Role later? Hell yeah, dude. I love seeing clips of that, but I've never actually, like, watched any of the full campaigns or anything. That's one of those things that I really want to get into, but I haven't had the time to sit down and, like, dedicate to actually getting into. Then with these good old Modern Warfare 2019 days, yo, much love, my man. I appreciate that, Bandit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chat, how is the audio on everything? Because on my end, I have it a little bit lower in my headset, but I'm looking at my levels, and it seems like it's decent for what we have in terms of the audio mix. Just wanted to make sure. This gameplay that you were seeing is from an early capture event, Central.
Qué pintón tiene esto, tío. Me cago en todo, Qué ganas de que llegue mañana ya, tío.
Needs more good FPS games of such a quality caliber as Battlefield, as COD, as just the ones that can compete with that. Like, obviously, there's a ton of great indie games, but those aren't going to make Call of Duty worried. Battlefield 6? I think it has. I think it has. Sounds fine. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you. This is an early capture session, dude. So this is pre-recorded gameplay, as mentioned up above here. That is something that this isn't live right now, but we will have some gameplay and stream and everything as of the game launching tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. in the UK, 5 p.m. in, like, Switzerland and stuff. further out into like Central Europe, I get or Central and Eastern Europe, I lose track of what time zone is what. Competition is indeed glorious. Will, how you doing, brother? How you doing? How come it's not a normal rollout release? I think honestly, like the singular time frame for rollouts versus the global midnight rollouts, I think they're both pretty standard. It's just we see, I feel like a lot of the games of the AAA caliber usually taking to the progressive rollout in nature for like midnight local, and I think that really comes down to just like making sure servers are good to go. But having known that the servers have been up for the last week, I feel like EA has to feel pretty confident in what they have, but could be wrong. All right, so now we're moving over to Manhattan Bridge here with this gameplay. This is, again, another one that on Breakthrough is kind of crazy. Like, you see how many dead enemies there are right next to me, and I do my best to try and get a couple of them, but as you see, they're just giving up at the same time. These bots don't know how to call for teammates help and everything, and then people are shooting at you as you do it, so can't quite get everybody. But this one has some tightly compact locations, a couple of zones that is going to be, again, infantry meat grinder type of stuff, but there's a lot of area as it opens up. You can take those vehicles, you can end up getting throughout and getting some good gameplay with all of that as well. This one actually features some rooftop warfare. I don't know if I have it in these clips, but one of the breakthrough points, and I think one of the escalation points, maybe Conquest. I didn't play Conquest on this. There is a sector that you can end up actually getting on top of, and it's some pretty nice rooftop stuff. You can't get on the bridge, but you can get on the rooftops. So the mastery camo is right now. It seems like it's a weapon package. My highest level weapon, honestly, only weapon I progressed because weapon leveling. I don't know if it was because we were playing against bots in the servers or if the weapon leveling is actually this slow, but through probably like 12 hours of gameplay, I think I was like 26 or 27 on my M433. So like there's a lot of grinding that's going to go into it, but level 50 is your like mastery for that, in which case then you end up getting the Unstoppable Force weapon package, which as a weapon package, it should denote that the attachments will change depending on what gun it has it for. Like they're not all going to the exact same attachments. Plus, it seems like you'll lose some of that cosmetic effect if you change those attachments, which I would have just preferred a mastery camo, because you do get camos at mastery levels 20, 30, and 40 that you can then unlock for every other weapon. Like they're universal at that point. But for whatever reason, the weapon package is the mastery reward, so you will see those changes if you change the attachments. So it's one of those things that, like, I feel like some people will like it, some people maybe not. And of course, I don't know if you saw any of the footage of it, but it's like a bronze with a like charcoal gray type of accent to it. But I think it looks good, but like it's definitely not as good as like your crazy out there mastery camos you may think of. Like, to me, it's kind of akin to like a Damascus from Modern Warfare 2019, but a little more tame. But do settings transfer over? That is a good question. I'm not 100% sure on that. I would think so, but I'm not sure. This is my gameplay, Andy. Yeah, it's gonna be, and the nice part about that, though, being that it is a weapon package.
Cada año, el otoño trae sus espectaculares días naranjas.
Qué ganas de que llegue mañana.
With that weapon package, it seems like that's all you have to do. Like, you don't have to grind out all 45 weapons to end up getting a skin for a weapon that will, again, change whenever you change the attachments, if that is how it actually acts. And you don't have to go through all of that just for something that's a more tame mastery camo comparatively to what you might see out there in other FPS games too. But yes, there is the sledge. Yeah, and you can do some damage with it. How big is the map currently being played? Compared to the beta, actually, I think it's probably more comparable to Myrick Valley, which was not in the beta, but we covered here on the channel before. So it's larger than a lot of what we saw in the beta, but not the biggest map in the game. Yo, Wrong, thank you for becoming a member. I think you might actually be the first member here on the channel. I just enabled that like 2 weeks ago. Haven't advertised it at all. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Much love. Welcome to the fam. Absolute legends. You gonna make a settings video on this? Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of stuff to go over. And there's a lot of like hidden settings too in comparison to what you might think would be just normally out there. I don't know when that will go up. Probably tomorrow at some point, like when the game is actually like going live versus when we actually see, because like I have a video going live right after the stream here. I'm probably gonna like funnel you guys to that video, be like, hey, before we wrap up stream, here's the link, go check it out, that type of thing. And then I think we're gonna do a video covering the patch notes later tonight. Probably like later tonight, because the way YouTube works is if you want your videos to actually be seen, you have 3 notifications that will get sent out every 24 hours. I'm not sure if YouTube has started to count shorts on that, but we uploaded a short yesterday afternoon. We have a video that went out last night at like 9 o'clock. And then of course we have the stream today. So all within that 24-hour window. After when I can put the video up, when that sort of short goes out of that 24-hour window, we'll have, of course, that new live or the new VOD video, and then we'll have another one later on beyond that as well. Chris, thank you for coming at level 2. Legend. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, my dudes. You guys are absolute legend. I appreciate all you guys being here. We are going to hopefully be streaming a lot more here on the channel and over on Twitch simultaneously in the coming days to weeks. I have not been much of a streamer the last couple of months just because there hasn't really been much to play, but with Battlefield 6, Ark Raiders, potentially the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale coming all within this month, and then Call of Duty making some decent changes to matchmaking. I gotta give credit where credit's due. I know it might not necessarily be everybody's cup of tea in this crowd, but having covered COD for the last 12, 13 years, we're gonna cover that launch, so we have plenty of stuff to be playing and grinding out. That my goal would be to stream and get a VOD up every single day here on the channel, a little bit over on Twitch as well. But yo, I'm excited. It's launch month. It's going to be mayhem. And I just can't wait to share it all with you guys.
Qué ganitas, por el amor de Dios.
Thank you so much.
¿Qué hora tenemos? 7:15. En breve habrá que ir cortando. En breve habrá que ir cortandito. Hacer una cena rica, descansar, que mañana viene tarde potente.
Oh yeah, my man. Joey, thank you for the reminder. Yo, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Does help out. Push out the stream to more and more people. I appreciate you guys all being here for real. Absolute legends. Much, much love. Those are rookie numbers.
No me estoy ansioso. Joder, normal. Normal, yo estoy ya que vamos. ¿Cuánto tiempo esperando, tío?
Far too kind. Thank you so much, man.
Demasiado.
Yeah, BR has indeed been confirmed. It's been tested in labs, so like that's technically a leak.
El juego se ve de locos, tío.
Necessarily been showcased.
Y si lo estás viendo ahora bien, esto es una grabación y en un directo. O sea, en directo jugando se va a ver 1000 veces mejor todavía. Ya la beta se veía perfecta. O sea, encima tiene del SS4.
It's rumored right now to be with Season 1, which is the 28th, so in 19 days from now, which is kind of crazy to consider that they would drop the game and then drop the BR that quickly. Personally, I thought it would have been something in early 2026, just to like when the hype period starts to slow down a little bit for Battlefield 6, to bring it back up with a whole another release. But I mean, I'll take whatever. It's just going to make this month even more crazy and even more hectic, but we'll see how it goes. The DMR is any good now? I actually didn't get to playing around with the DMRs too much in this build, if at all. I was really focused on trying to get some like progress towards mastery to see how it works. So I used the M433 a lot. I sniped a little bit. I used a couple of SMGs here and there. Hey, buddy. The doggo is here. He's just out of frame because, oh, there he is. Because he's a small boy. I tried Black Ops 7 Zombies. I did at Treyarch in September or August whenever I went, and then at the COD Next event, I did that as well there.
Qué ganas, por el amor de Dios.
Dude, I actually did not get to
Mañana ya.
around a lot in the beta. Just
Mañana ya estamos.
Prep work there was to do for this, like for Battlefield 6's launch. I love being busy.
La verdad que estaría muy bien que se guardasen los ajustes de la beta para el juego final, ¿eh?
But like honestly, there was
Lo voy a ver en un segundo eso. En cuanto entre, lo primero que voy a mirar. Todos los ajustes. Ojalá esté todo guardado de la beta, tío. Sería perfecto. Porque volver a tener que poner las sensibilidades, los bindeos. La beta lo tenía perfecto, tío.
Damage-wise, not so much. I think the only thing that you'll like really notice damage-wise is the hollow point attachments do increase that headshot lethality. But in terms of like how much bounce a weapon will have in its recoil, how much visibility you can get out of it with certain optics, obviously ranking up and getting more attachments out of everything is the goal, and how you end up getting.
Hay que volver a poner todo. No sé, a ver.
They're definitely still manageable.
A veces que se guarda en la propia nube.
Dropping it if they do with the launch of season 1. I'm surprised they're doing it that early. Don't shock the doggo. Oh god. No. He's just got his regular collar with his ID on it, and that's it. Looks like a lot of challenges to unlock stuff. Yeah, so there's this thing called the assignments in Battlefield 6 as well, that is going to be a way to unlock weapons, skins, and additionally class adjustments. Like, we have those 2 training paths.
Yo te digo que lo de igual se guarda en la nube porque yo me acuerdo que probé la beta en el launcher de EA y lo ajusté todo y ya tenía mis settings ahí perfectas, y luego dije voy a probarlo en Steam. Me lo bajé en Steam, abrí el juego en Steam y tenía todos los ajustes, todo ya hecho. Entonces por eso que igual se guarda, no lo sé. Karma. Qué mono, Qué mono absoluto, tío. Hostia, a ti te va a molar, tío. Mira lo que he hecho con el teclado. Acabo de limpiarlo, quitar todas las teclas y volver a poner, pero le he puesto la mayoría en verde. Te va a molar bastante. Casi todas en verde, y luego, bueno, las que se ven amarillas son porque son las texturizadas estas, que son las que se usan para jugar y tal. Pero acabo de estar haciendo eso. Como estaba aquí viendo vídeos de contenido de Battlefield 6 y tal, he dicho, mira, me limpio el teclado y me cambio las teclas, que a partir de mañana ya no voy a tener tiempo ni para respirar. Mola, Queda bastante guapo, tío. Está guapo, ¿que no? Antes tenía algunas teclas verdes, pero me compré un set de todas las teclas verdes. Y he dicho, tío, me voy a poner la mayoría. Hay algunas que no puedo, por ejemplo, la ñ no me viene en el nuevo set. Y luego algunas que no encontraba tampoco, en plan, el signo de interrogación y tal. Típicas chorradillas esas. Que no voy a poner otra porque luego me voy a volver loco buscándola. Me pongo las negras esas y ya está. Pero ha quedado guapo, tío. ¿Qué ratón es el que utilizas? Exclamación, setup, ahí te aparece. El WL Mouse Beast X Max. Te lo escribo si quieres. Pero hay el mismo WL Mouse Beast X, que es el mediano en tamaño, y luego está el Beast Mini, que es más pequeño. O sea, tienes 3 tamaños, pequeño, mediano y grande. Este es el grande. Yo creo que en un tiempecito me pillaré el mediano, porque creo que para mí que juego puro finger, creo que me va a ir mejor a mí el mediano. Va bien, va de locos. Está increíble. Pesa poquísimo. Es súper sólido porque es de magnesio. No es de plástico, tío. Es de metal, tío. Metal súper ligero, magnesio. Con 8K de polling rate. No tienes que bajarte además aplicación. Es con el navegador. O sea, los DPIs y todo eso se configuran desde navegador. Viper V3 ya. Yo también, o sea, yo era también mi otra opción. Pero este es más ligero y tal. Y dije, me tiro a la piscina. Aparte me gusta así con agujeros y tal.
consciously going out and being like, okay, I'm gonna play this game. I'm not gonna make content in this game. I'm just gonna play it. Dude, I have like fallen in love
No,
with
no tiene problema, ese es el navegador.
in general again, and I love that. Like it's so nice. Like for an example, like Dune Awakening, game that I
Sí, mira, te lo enseño. Estoy aquí capturando el monitor. Mira, yo me vengo aquí, pim, y tengo aquí. Y aquí son todas las settings del ratón. Me pone aquí el ratón, entro. Y aquí puedo yo poner todo. Diferentes perfiles, el polling rate a cuánto lo quieres, los DPIs, 800 lo uso yo, esto no lo he tocado. El de bounce time, el load, a ver cuánto quieres que se levante y deje de funcionar el ratón, ¿sabes? Lo tengo al mínimo. Y luego 1000 mierdas. 1000 mierdas. Pero eso, desde aquí se toca todo, no tienes que bajarte ninguna aplicación ni nada. Está guay. La verdad que está bien.
250 hours or something like that. Haven't made any content outside of like a few location guides for intels for shorts. Whenever like I first started playing, when I was like, I'll make some content out of it, and then I was like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy this. This is gonna be me. This is just for me.
Lo que sí que tengo yo hecho es un truco. Mira, te lo explico. Tú si tienes el ratón enchufado al dongle, en plan cargando, baja a 1000 de polling rate, a 1000 milisegundos de polling rate. Pero cuando lo tienes desconectado, o sea, cuando lo tienes wireless, ahí lo puedes configurar para que esté a 8000 de polling rate. Yo lo que tengo es el dongle, es que no se va a llegar a ver aquí, pero el dongle siempre lo tengo conectado y el ratón para cargarlo tengo el cable conectado al monitor, al USB del monitor. Entonces cuando lo cargo, está cargando con la alimentación del monitor, pero con el cable me sigue yendo a 8000 de polling rate. Entonces no se vuelve loco todo el rato cambiando cuando lo enchufas o no. ¿Sabes? O sea, tengo el dongle enchufado al ordenador, que es lo que pilla el wireless, y para cargar lo cargo con el monitor. Tengo un USB-C que lo tengo conectado al monitor y ya está. Y está de puta madre. Está de puta madre así porque no... Y cuando lo desconecto no suena tutut, o lo vuelvo a conectar y no suena tutut. Este cable es solo para alimentación, o sea, solo para que cargue. Y él está recibiendo la señal todo el rato a 8000 de polling rate en el dongle. Entonces, para cuando no estoy jugando y tal y conecto el cable, el ratón va igual siempre. Porque tú cuando lo conectas al dongle, cuando lo conectas al ordenador, ahí sí que se baja a 1000 de polling rate. El 8000 de polling rate es solo en modo wireless. Sí, yo también. Yo si estoy jugando lo tengo wireless, pero a la mínima lo pongo a cargar. Pero claro, ya te digo, pues para no andar cargándolo y que baje a 1000 de polling rate y luego cuando lo vuelva a poner wireless vuelva a subir a 8000 de polling rate y ande ahí perlando, cambiando todo el día, lo tengo para cargar, lo tengo conectado al monitor y así al ordenador está siempre a 8000. Está guay, la verdad, se me ocurrió un día. Y me va perfecto, porque ya te digo, para cargarlo me sigue yendo a 8000 de polling rate. O sea, si me quiero poner a jugar, me quedo sin batería y quiero seguir jugando por lo que sea. No, si es muy sencillo. Siempre está conectado al ordenador, wireless, sin cable. Pero para cargarlo, tengo un cable que va al monitor. El monitor tiene una salida USB. Para cargar el móvil, por ejemplo, yo qué sé. El móvil también lo tengo enchufado al monitor. El móvil lo tengo ahí cargando, siempre enchufado al monitor. Entonces, para cargar, lo cargo desde el monitor y siempre me va a 8000 de polling rate. Manda 8000 posiciones por segundo. Si lo conectas por cable al ordenador, manda 1000 posiciones por segundo en vez de 8000. Entonces, ya te digo, con esto así puedo jugar a 8000 y que esté cargando. Yo qué sé, si te pegas una sesión de 10 horas, 8000 de polling rate, claro.
I mean, Firestorm's great. This one was a lot of fun as an infantry and tank one. But that was playing against bots, to be honest with you.
Yo con 1000, claro. Este va con 1000 si lo conectas por cable al ordenador. Para cargar lo tienes que conectar por cable. Claro, yo lo que tengo es, lo conecto por cable, pero al monitor. Así me carga, pero sigue yendo a 8000. ¿Entiendes? sea, es súper sencillo en
A
realidad.
little bit slow of a rate of fire, but like it packed a punch, dude. The outro song is
Claro. A ver, los ratones de hoy en día, los nuevos, sí que van a 8000, pero es desde hace relativamente poco que van a 8000.
I used to have it there, but I think I cleaned up
Normalmente por cable a 8000 no va casi ninguno. A 8000 van con el wireless.
because YouTube doesn't really like that. Bloom, I only noticed a little bit like at long range, but I also couldn't tell 100% in our early footage if it was because
Enviarme el tuyo, el Razer V3, pero ya. Yo el Razer V3 no te lo puedo recomendar. A ver, siempre dicen que es, pues, si no el mejor de los mejores. Pero a mí este me va de locos. O sea, es que la forma y todo me encanta, tío. Tenía miedo por los agujeros y tal, pero no me molesta nada, tío. Por mi forma de agarre no me molesta en absoluto. La verdad que perfecto. O sea, súper ligero. Ni medio problema. La verdad que de puta madre.
I think a little bit noticeable of a difference, but like not anything crazy or anything like that. How am I playing this early? This is from pre-recorded gameplay from we had some time to play and capture content the last couple of days here. So I'm hands off. This is not me playing currently. Yeah, I think I got to level 21 total, Aaron. The game really opens up.
Tuve una decena de lujo. Sí, se nota que pesa. O sea, este es que no pesa nada. Pesa creo que 40 gramos, 41 así. Y el mediano pesa un poco menos y el pequeño pesa otro poco menos. O sea, el mediano pesará 39 y el pequeño pues 36 o 37 o así. Muy ligero. Y es que ya te digo, es súper duro, tío. Es que aunque rajes y le pegues una hostia, es que es de metal, tío. Sí, esto es early gameplay que les han dejado sacar. Esto es una sesión que hicieron de grabación y son lobbies de bots para probar los mapas nuevos y tal. Y les dejaron jugar pues un par de días o yo qué sé. Y grabar para hoy a las 5 poder subir contenido del juego. Sí, estos son lobbies de bots. Hay como 4 streamers o así. Y lo demás son bots. Pero es para enseñar gameplay y el mapa y tal. Son mapas que no se habían enseñado full. Se habían enseñado en el evento de Japón este que hubo un poco, pero eran todo creadores japoneses en Japón, entonces no. No, mañana a las 5. Mañana a las 5 y mañana, antes de que salga, van a sacar un parche. Entonces el parche se puede descargar desde las 10 de la mañana. O sea que según despertar, poner a descargar el parche y a las 5 ya ready. Jorge, estás con mono. No, con mono no, estoy con gorila. O sea, estoy con gorila, orangután, espalda plateada, chimpancé, mamut. O sea, es ya enfermizo el asunto. Sí, ya te digo, Karma, a las 10 está ya para descargar. Ya puedo echarle sus horas para no acordarme de los 70, pero no te preocupes, que aquí horas, desde luego, tienes de sobra para echar. O sea.
Again, that's without knowing anything in regards to what we have. Full transparency, what we saw was not any sort of like menu that showcased level 1 to X is like your whole linear system. It also doesn't show you like.
Y no me queda otra que jugar a COD sin gráfica y sin dinero. Me toca sufrir, desde luego. Estando esto, vamos, no toco un COD, pero ni aunque me paguen, tío. ¿Va a salir también el Battle Royale? Hombre, habrá que darle, obviamente. A ver qué tal está. Yo creo que tiene buena pinta. Pero solo se ha visto gameplay filtrado y poco. Pero sí, imagino, habrá que darle al Battle Royale, obviamente.
I think it was level 100 I saw. It might have been level 90. But then everything else, like, your max level, I think, was 50. That you end up getting for, like, weapons. Like, unlocking those in particular. Then you have some of those assignments that you can do at whatever point you want to.
Mañana se viene, chavales.
And then weapon levels, I think, have 50 as a max.
El COD tendrá los mismos requisitos que el Battlefield 6, ¿no? Digamos que no será por mucho. Ni puta idea. Battle Royale, tengo ganas. Así como el Warzone al principio puede estar muy guapo. Sí, hombre, va a ser algo más parecido al Warzone primigenio que a lo que es a día de hoy, desde luego. que es una puta basura infecta. Y el COD requisitos ni puta idea, la verdad. Ni idea. Pero vamos, que el COD de este año es infumable. O sea, está jugando a la beta 3 días y es asqueroso. O sea, obligatorio jugar con mando. Mierdón. ¿Puedo jugar Warzone? Me imagino que podré jugar Battlefield 6. Ni idea. Ni idea, la verdad.
¿Qué
pasa? No sé cómo se ha aguantado 3 días. Ya, ni yo, la verdad. Pero bueno, pues porque no estaba esto. Porque ya no sé ni qué hacer, tío. Solo puedo jugar con la 1050, el Battlefield, ni el menú puedo jugar. Ya. Hombre, tú date cuenta que los COD están hechos para jugar hasta en una Play 4 y esto no. El otro día vi un artículo que decían que si la destrucción es tan increíble en este juego es porque ya han pasado de Play 4 y Play 5. O sea, de Play 4 y Xbox.
And that is phenomenal because that means that both of these games are going to have to work very hard to end up getting our playtime. Us as consumers this year, dude, we're eating so well. We are in the power position. We can drive the force here because, like, you truly have an alternative that the other one's scared of. Like, I think that is phenomenal for... I think that is phenomenal for just the market in general. I think that actually is, like, best case scenario this year. Yeah, and that's what it appears to be wrong, in terms of like your traditional leveling and stuff. I don't know entirely if there's anything like reward based after that. Again, we just don't have the sort of understanding of what the leveling system will look like from like a menu.
Mínimo pide una 2060. Vamos a ver, cabrón, es que no tener a día de hoy una 2060 me cago en Dios, tío. Holy shit. Es como decir, joder, tío, no puedo entrar a la autopista con mi auto tirado por caballos. Es como... Obvio. hay que actualizar. Un poquito. Ya, obviamente, obviamente. Pero bueno. Hay que comer, ya, obviamente.
I can't believe how much Game Pass also came back and bit Call of Duty and Microsoft in the ass, to be honest with you.
Hay que trabajar para poder vivir bien. Bueno, chavalería, yo creo que voy a ir cortadito ya. Que toca hacer la cena. A ver, un segundito.
Malicious to any one game or anything, but like I just think playing multiple games, having fun with what you enjoy, that's the way that you should be doing it. So like, yeah, absolutely. When people are burned out like me on Call of Duty, when people are a little jaded with the franchise like me, yeah, dude, hell yeah, like bring it on. Like it's...
Y mientras se drogaba. Bueno, chavales, vale, yo voy a cortar, que ya me están aquí reclamando. Espero que mañana no sea lo mismo porque... Suerte. Sí, mañana se viene, chavales. Nada, mañana nos vemos por aquí. Yo pondré directo lo antes posible mañana. Y por aquí estaremos. Así que nada, se me portan bien y mañana es el gran día. Mañana hay drops, por cierto, o sea que ya sabéis. A pasarse todos por aquí y a farmear skincitas. Apaga el móvil, sí, mañana el móvil lo voy a tirar por el váter. Bueno, chavales, Buenas noches. Mañana nos vemos.